Hello everyone and welcome to Dwellers in the Dark, the Great British Hobbit League, Deadliest Tournament Armies, and we have Mr. Jamie Giblin. Now this guy's face, you've seen it everywhere, and you should, and if you're not on his Patreon page, plug it, come on, plug.
Go to patreon.com/GBHL podcast.
Hey, there you go, there you go. I'm just going to move this camera around because you know me, I can't do any cameraing anyway. Cool. Right, listen, we're here to talk about your army.
Yep.
And it's famous for its Woses.
It's Woses.
With its imaginary axes that appear out of loincloths.
Yeah, well, they're on the models.
Well, okay, it's cool, it's cool.
Yeah.
Tell us more about it. What made you think of this army in the first place? It's not just Woses, of course.
No, it's Wose Elves is what it's been,
yeah,
the coin term for it. What it came from was 500-point tournaments were popular at the time.
Right.
So it was about sort of 2 years ago. It was really in its height.
Okay.
So 500 points are popular. For Wood Elves, which is my army, you kind of get about 2 warbanders worth of them, and then a hero or some upgraded troops.
Okay.
And I found the numbers were too small, having 26 at 500 points, because lots of other things like evil hit 30 plus easily.
Yes, yes.
So I added in the the Woses, because Gombrigon's 45 points, very cheap.
Yep.
With 3 might, he's a nice little hero to lead something. And then the Woses are also very cheap. They're woodland creatures, 7 points each. I think Tom Harrison said they're the most undercosted warrior.
He did. I remember that. I remember that. That was a good point.
SBG2. Woses are the most undercosted warrior. So 7 points. They've got elven cloaks, so they can hide. They woodland creatures, so they can move with the rest of the force through woodland, which is a nice little bonus.
They've got that little blowpipe as well.
Got the blowpipe, which adds to the ranged effect, and they get +1 to wound against orcs, goblins, and urukai.
Excellent. So you could get a lot of these little guys. Well,
yeah. Well,
you can only get 12 in maximum.
12 in really with.
Yeah.
Well, you could take Banderbus as well.
Oh, and he can also lead them.
Yeah.
Right.
And old Bilbo, but for me it was Gombrigon and 8.
Okay.
Was my little addition, which I think is like 101 points. So nice and cheap. And then the rest of the army was Legolas as the general with armor and elven cloak.
Okay.
Rumil.
Yep.
That's the second hero leading the
Nasty little man.
Yeah, nasty little one.
Elf.
Yeah, elf. There's no magic in the force, so I found Rumil very effective for attacking the monsters.
Okay.
Because obviously you can heroic strike and they're rerolling their 6s.
Of course,
so likely to just last out against them. But then the rest of the army was 8 wood elves with bow and spear.
Okay.
6 with elven blade.
Okay.
8, 10, 8 with spear.
Right.
And 4 gods of Gladron Court.
Okay.
So there's fight 6 in there.
Yep.
And enough elven blades. That was because Ed Ball's Felbeasts scared me.
You've seen Ed Ball's list already.
Yes,
yeah.
So obviously having the fight 6 pike support means that Elven Bar can't steal the fight 6.
Yes.
Which means you get a higher fight if the guys can move in. And Elven Blade means that if he does manage to steal that, or you've only got fight 5 in there, you still are that little bit more likely to win the roll-offs.
That's brilliant, keeping him in a spear support so he can't actually steal it.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I mean, you put that list out on the table, and most people would look at it and go, okay, yeah, I've got a win here. I just have to figure out how I get the win. And then suddenly, you just pull the win from them.
Yeah, so the most scary lists for it to face are other shooting lists.
Yes.
So other elves aren't terrible.
Okay.
Because it's still 5s to woo them. The worst ones are Grey Company, where my strength 3 bows aren't worth as much because they wound on 5s regardless of strength 2 or not.
Yeah.
And a Haradrim bowline.
Watchers of Karna and stuff like that. Okay.
However, that being said, if the Watchers of Karna are set up close enough that my blowpipes can get in range, I then win that shooting war.
That's a 12-inch range for blowpipes,
12-inch range,
isn't it? Yeah.
still 3+ to hit like the elves. So you can never move and shoot, so you're always hitting on 3s. And they've got poison, so they need 5 through rolling 1s.
How would you move this list from a 500 to a 6?
And
then an 8. Does it work 6 and 8?
No, its sweet spot is 500 only.
Okay.
If I go to 600, typically the Wose Elves get dropped.
Right.
And Rumil gets upgraded to Gladriel.
Okay.
And some more troops go in.
Right.
Via another hero that might be cheap, like hobbits.
So you went to your first tournament with this list.
Yep.
Obviously not your first tournament.
Yeah, not my first, but the first of the list, yeah.
You'd worked out the strengths and weaknesses, and what was the most... I'm using the word feared. What was the most feared army list you came across, or would come across, and what was the most feared scenario for your list?
The most feared scenario is Lords of Battle.
Okay, yeah.
Because I've got a lot of troops for 500 points. I got, I think, about 32 or so troops.
Ouch.
So, and defense 3, so
Yeah.
they drop quick. And the most feared list at that tournament, and probably overall, is Hobbits.
Oh,
Because they get a lot of shooting.
yes, and the closer you get, the more shooting they get.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And for me, I think I played against Ed Ball, using his Hobbits at the time.
Yeah.
And we played, I think it was not hold ground, high ground.
High ground, yeah.
Which was terrible for me because he got to set up on the hill with all his hobbits. I was like, oh, I don't want to set up near you because you outshoot me. I don't want to set up far away because you outshoot me. And I don't want to get into combat because you just have more models. And it was just a lose-lose situation for me, that one.
Right.
Well, I don't think we played Lords of Battle, or if we did, I think I played it very cautiously against someone.
Okay. Well, listen, that's been brilliant. You've done fantastically well in other tournaments since then.
Thank you.
And you've, well, no need to thank me. It's quite obvious, especially when you and Mr. Braun decide putting on cloaks and going to tournaments with the silliest
That went
lists
terrible, though.
in the world solely for the fact of enjoying yourself.
Double Dragon.
That is not doing terrible if you're only going to enjoy yourself. If you're going to win, that is terrible.
Yes, yeah.
But I mean, it shows how some of the great players are kind of putting their toys away a bit and taking out stuff
something
that
a little bit
not
different.
Yeah, me, unfortunately, I'm still a competitive, horrible person. I still try, but I haven't reached that level of you yet.
We still try as well. Like, even though we're taking the worst armies, you still want to win more than you lose.
Right. You going to Throne of Skulls?
I am, yes, yep.
Not going to ask you what you're taking.
That's all right. I've put it out there already.
Okay.
It's on my hobby vlogs. I'm taking
right.
Thorin's Company.
Oh, fantastic! And we're going to have a game. Later
yeah.
on, and brilliant. So, listen, thanks very much.
No worries.
Awesome. Appreciate that.
It's okay, no worries.
And now I do so funny things, and I go 3, 2, 1, woo. There we go.
Cool.